You know, it's not really science if you're not writing down exactly what you find out, and this was an issue for me. So I had, bam! This made we have our very own clipboard in the game now that is completely usable. Look at this, it's just a data pack you can get on CurseForge, custom roleplay data. It's the wonderful Mookie Tanuki has made this and also designed the clipboard and the clipboard UI especially for me and rather for science. So yeah, we're going to be using these absolutely everywhere. They also look like you could really whack someone over the head with them too. We might try that out too, but yeah, we will definitely be plastering these on every single experiment we ever do or ever will do for science. Shablamo! There it is, the pitch drop clock. Hello, and welcome back everybody to another episode here on the Hermitcraft server with me, Zedaf. We are back in the lab after experimenting on Tango last episode, which we certainly will be writing up into a clipboard for both our records and also Tango's records as well. I think he needs to know exactly how, I wouldn't say how well he performed, but just how he performed, you know? So this has got all the details about this particular experiment for if anyone comes over and wants to nose around through my stuff, and also in case I forget, which is probably more likely what will happen. We also have another one here for the wool. You can see, look, we've got the wool. Each sheep is an indicator of something in the base when it jiggles. Each harvest is logged, ready to build the bar chart to discover which is the woolliest sheep. Yes, the bar chart, the Hermitcraft stream weekend stream. We did a little bit of work over here, as you can see. I want to walk you through that right now. First up, we have auto collection. Look at all of this. 25 different harvests have provided this level of woolality. You can see here as well, we've got a little kind of gully, a little kind of collecting system down underneath here as well. That is where all the wool goes when it flings off the wall and lands down here on this path. Now, to kind of do that, we obviously needed some water spreaded, and that's why I've got these two water droppers up above. That drops water down and floods this way. I've had to put these trapdoors here to kind of stop the water from flowing to the right, but just to stick on the path and all flow towards the gullies. And these doorways here, I've got some hidden little pistons that pop up exactly when these things see water. It's all very nice and automated. And you know what? We can actually see it going right now. So let's check out which sheep is currently winning, is currently in the lead. I think it's the white wool sheep with 50 wool there. None of the other ones have got 50. Some of them come close. So if we head on over here, this is, again, a temporary place. It's not even here anymore. That's how temporary it is. I've already moved it all the way upstairs so that we can get a very nice view. I think I jiggled a sheep when I was down there as well. Here it is. Little lever up here. When we flick it, you'll see everything that happens. We flick, we harvest, water drops down, and it floods all the way whoop, into the little gully there. Did you see? They only just make it. The timing is perfect. You saw these little walls at either end of the corridor pop up. The sheep are ready to regrow their wool just like that. We still have to manually flick this, though, when they have all regrown their wool. I've got no good way of knowing that. I could just put it on a timer, because it happens pretty quick, as you can see, but I'm just a bit scared that one sheep will remain naked, and then that will ruin the entire experiment. We also have down here, because of these trapdoors, something that I very, very quickly threw together, and I can hop straight in and show you, actually. Little nudgy in one direction, like so, and there. We bounce back and forth along the floor. It's called my particle decapitator. I don't know really what it does from a scientific point of view. I'm hoping that comes later. You know, I'm just thinking for now, it's a good way of kind of watching the sheep. You can count them if you want to try and go to bed. You can hop out at any point as well by just holding shift real quick. Boop, like so, and you just hop right out. We've got the little trapdoors that flap up either side so you can jump into the cart there. It's a self-contained little thing, but yeah, I'm trying to accelerate myself into myself to try and generate matter or something like that. It doesn't matter. But the best thing about this that I've found, you can hear the tick-tock. Tick-tock, tick-tock, and it is so close to 1 second each tick and 1 second each tock. It is unbelievable. We've basically just given ourselves like a grandfather clock sound. Like, all we need now is a rocking chair in the corner, and we've just got like the ambience of a good old granddad in his living room. Now I have climbed up to the tippity-top roof of the lab because I want to talk to you today about the elytra. I haven't got one. Now, there are two clubs on the server, the No Wings Club and the Yes Wings Club, both of them competing for flighting or footing around. You'll see on the scoreboard here, I have 113 in-game days of pure non-flying around, because yeah, I've not touched an elytra at all. So of course, all the time I'm on a building and doing stuff like this, we're not flying around and our score is building up. However, I am not saying I'm part of the No Fly Club. I kind of want to be able to fly. I mean, science is all about flying, right? That was like a big goal of scientists, was to work out how to fly, and we've kind of managed to do it, and I want to be able to do it too. But also, I kind of like my scoreboard number up the top there as well. So I think I've come up with a very clear, friendly, fun way of making this decision for me, where I don't even have to make it. I put a challenge to you, Yes Wings Club. If you can get an elytra on me and make me fly without my choosing, I will become a proud member of the the Yes Wings Club, whichever club you're part of. That is my challenge, if you wish to accept it. However, I will not make it easy. I will not be willingly putting elytra on. I must be tricked. But let's now turn our attention to the world's largest test tube, our baby making facility. All the floors are currently empty still, but I do want to start working on the floors from the bottom up, I think makes sense. We have, obviously, our test tube babies stored here. Hello, Papa's here. Why are you vibrating for? You'll see we're going to have many more mouths to not feed. We've got 4 more of the test tubes lined up, and I think this is going to be the full size of the room. We're going to have a bunch along that wall and a bunch along that wall too. That's plenty of villager babies to have to deal with. Any more is going to be a bit of a handful, but yeah, we actually need to get the villagers into here, so let's go up a floor and see what is there. Whoops, that's not how ladders work. I do believe it is the zombificating chamber. It's the sort of half floor, the tiny little one here. Let's make it a lot easier to zombify and healify our children. Now, we've got this zombie here who is very, very happy to help out and just sortificate any villager that we bring their way multiple times to do all of the curings. Eventually, we're going to get this guy. You're going to get a netherite sword, my friend. Sharpness 5, it's going to be a dream. It's going to be like a knife through villager face. But the real kind of hacky way I've been doing it at the moment is literally putting the villager in this space here, breaking this dirt block, letting them meet each other, letting them zombificate, and then splitting them up again with a block so that when this one heals up, he doesn't just immediately get zombified, so that we can just heal, replace, and that's all well and good. However, we don't want to have to be doing it so manually. We want a little bit of more automation in there. Now, we can't give them an apple automatically, unfortunately. You have to splash them with a weakness potion and then feed them a golden apple. The potion you can do, but the apple has to be given from my own hand. I mean, I am the papa, like I say, so I guess I got to do a little bit of the feeding. But what we can do is make sure this guy is controllable, right? Right now he's going rogue. Look at him wiggling around, moving there. We can control this guy's actions, and there's 3 ways of doing that. 1, we use water streams to push and pull, I guess, push and pull, or I guess push and push the other way you around, or we can use minecarts as well. Oh, that's only 2, isn't it? Whoops. So I do believe if we just go something like that, and we push this minecart in, we should pick you up. It didn't work. Okay, great. Let's replace that with some rails. Oh, he's rogue! Oh, he's got a sword as well. Okay, well, that worked out perfectly. Oh, you and your feet sticking out the thing. Right, so we've got our zombie here sat in a minecart, and we have our villager waiting right here. This is the plan. This is what we're going to try and achieve. Basically, we have a little minecart track that loops around and goes back to the beginning again. And when this guy moves, he goes round and roar, he zombifies that villager and goes back to the starting point. Now, he kind of goes past it relatively quick, you'll see. Oh, let's re-villagerize it again. He goes past pretty quick there. Even with a netherite sword, I think it might take him 2 attacks, 2 rah-rahs of the villager. So he could just go around twice, but I think if we can try and make him slow down, or even better yet, stop here, zombify it, and then he'll move on when it's done, that would be even better. So I've got to try and come up with a system of stopping a cart and then moving a cart again. We can always just put like a bit of powered rail here like this. That will, of course, stop it if it's not powered. You'll see he comes along and slams on the brakes straight away. As soon as we power this, though, because there's no block the other side of it, he just stays still. He doesn't move anywhere. So we kind of got to get a block here, but then that kind of makes it awkward with the rail and everything. So I think we're going to have to get a little bit redstone-y. Actually, first we need to get no stony, because that is the best type of redstone. We need to just figure this out from a fundamental point of view. And I think right here I have got it. We've got a much better circuit here. You're not part of it this time, you're just watching. This is where our zombie will start. This is where our village is going to be stood next to the brake rail here. So let's just send the zombie on his way. He'll come along and stop. Excellent. Rah, rah, rah. Make the zombie a villager. I mean the other way around, villager a zombie, but then he will not go. So to make him go, we need to pull that track back like that and place a block there. Oh, we can't place a block there, but a piston could push a block there, or obviously we could drop something down. Now when we power this, it does go back round to the beginning. So we're basically going to need a piston here underneath this that pushes the block up, and then do a little like dancey thing between this piston pulling the rail and this piston pushing a block up and then returning it all, as well as powering this at just the right time to send it off on its merry way. But really, those three things are all it's going to take. I am fuming. I am mad. And I'm not mad because it's not working. I'm mad because it is working, but I just don't understand how. I'm so confused. We had the dreaded problem of the old ABBA circuit where you need something to turn on first, but then turn off last, and that always causes confusion. I've done this little thing here. I'll do my best to explain it. So I'll show it first, I guess. We hit the button, ba-bam, ba-bam. You see, it pulls the track back, pushes the block up, and then the block goes down and the track comes back. Real nice, real smooth. It almost looks like they're going to collide. And this one button basically goes in a repeater there, strongly powers this block, which splits off into two ways. First thing it does is go down into here, which goes into this block, into the torch, and pulls this back. Then it also carries on as well and goes around this way. Meanwhile, it's also gone through here with a 2-tick delay, and gone straight round into this piston at the front here as well. I'm not entirely sure why or how it's working. I'm really not, but it totally does the job. It's very nice and compact as well, and we can test it out with the cart. So we send it on its way. Excellent. It stops. Murder, and back we go on its way again. It's very nice and smooth. You are going to enjoy this, my friend. You might even get dizzy. Let's send on in the zombie. If I can get to the button, please. Excuse me. Thank you. Boop. That should add you to the thing. We went around that corner quick. Okay, he's in prime position. The villager, stick insect villager, is in place. We press this button to send him. He would do the killing. I'm very much hoping he can do the killing from there anyway. You can almost kick the villager from that distance with your little tootsies outside. We press this, you do a little hop for joy, you just had fun, and back around to the beginning. That is perfect. The only other extra little thought I had was maybe we can make this button also make this guy go. I mean, you imagine if he started moving there, he'd probably crash into that block. So we're going to have to put a bit of a delay there or something. But then we could totally get rid of this button completely to just make this whole thing a one-button system. Oh, yeah, very doable. We just extend the delay on this one, and we add a new delay from here. So once it's gone around a little bit, it will go through these two fully extended pistons, and hopefully that will be enough of a delay to make it so that there's no crashing or anything like that. Let's replace these again and see what happens. We trigger it, and then he goes. Perfect. And then we trigger it again, and back he goes. And it looks like he gets there just when these things turn off again. I love how quickly you go around the corners, Mr. Zombie. You're just like, I'm gone. I'm back again. Now, theoretical science is all right, in theory. But sometimes you gotta grab life by the testificates and just try things out. So we have our willing test subject here who is about to either get cured or mured. And the only way we're gonna find that out is by plopping him down into the chamber of testing. If we can do it quite nicely, you should just be able to drop straight down this hole that I have made here. We've not got a proper way in yet. Would you mind going in that hole, please? Push. Oh, I nearly fell in. Push. Excellent. Oh, sorry about that. I forgot that it would hurt a little bit. And he is In position. Wonderful stuff. Obviously, we'll make a more permanent solution when we design the floor above. But for now, you are going to be stood there. You can't escape because there's rails in front of you here. I love that. Normally, you'd think if you put like a, I don't know, something else that would block them here normally, but they could still kind of jump over it or something. But you cannot jump over a rail at all. You're so scared of a train coming by. And you're right. You're rightfully so, because the next train is the 9 to Zombie Town or something. Oh, okay. Are you ready? Oh, you're a leather worker, aren't you? Or you saw the cauldron up there, I think. That's why you got changed. Whatever, that's fine. This is going to be your death outfit, but you're about to be reborn into something far greener. So we push the button once, and hopefully... Uh-oh. Oh! Oh, no! Okay, it's fine. What's happened here? The zombie has seen me, and he's locked onto me, so he won't see the villager. Okay. Did not think of this. We need some kind of, like, blast-proof shield or something to block the zombie's view. Luckily, the zombies are very dumb, and see-through glass, they can't seem to see through. So we should, if we stand here, be able to press the button, witness everything that goes on. You can't see me. You can't see me! Oh, he's hitting him. He's, like, backstroke hitting him. And equally, like, in 2 hits, we already have a zombie villager. Look at that. Okay, wonderful. So when we push this button, we also might need a T-flip-floppy, something to come down and block the view and then pull it back out the way again, because I don't want to be watching this whole thing through glass. We move you on your way, and then just like that, we have a zombie villager that we can splash with weakness of goodness and apple you up. The Splashy is easily acquired, got plenty of that brewing up, and our firstborn child can provide us with as many of the apples that we need. And in fact, yeah, there we go. Look, we've already got 60 apples. That is a lot of healing to do. The real problem is going to be the gold. Yeah, look at this. How many of these can we... That's 8 of them. And I guess we can do... Oh, I'm not even drawing them. Uh-oh. Maths. So using all of my gold, I'll tell you, I managed to make 9, and that's interesting because that's the same amount of splash potions we made too. But we need to heal these villagers with 5 cures each, so that's not even enough to do 2 villages, so we are going to need a better way of getting gold. But I was thinking over here we want to be able to cure these in the times, kind of, we want them to be 5 at a time, but maybe sometimes we don't need all that much. So I think we'll do 1 cure per, and I think if we put 2 droppers facing like that, we can store our golden apples in one of them and our splash potions in another. Now this is a dropper. I really want to make sure this is a dropper and not a dispenser, but then when we walk on it, it should... Oh, I need to press it like that. We get everything out of our inventory, we walk on it, we get 1 of each. We can come along, splash, heal, and everything will be good. I wonder if we split these the other way around, if we put the apples into the top one, does it switch around which one it gives us first? And boop. I forget which way around it is. I think this is okay. We want to splash and then apple. So that should work totally fine. So let's do a heal, shall we? Let's try and get you down to be fully cured. So we go behind our newly elongated screen. We hit this button. We wait a little bit. Do. Excellent. Button again. Then we go splash, apple. And then we just wait. We wait a little bit of time. Maybe we can put some lights up here or something so that we can tick off how many cures we have done. So right now I'd do like a little chalk line to say 1 cure, and there can be 5 lights total. Let's go do that while we wait for this guy to heal. Oh, no. Oh, he beat us to it. Okay, well, we have the 5 lights in now, and we can just flick these on whenever we want. 1 heal has been completed, so I guess we just keep going. We just do another one. We send the zombie on his way. There we are. 1 hit. Look at that. And back we go. We run over here. We grab our things. Splash. Heal. Oops, I'm trying to give you my carrots. They're mine. And we just do that. And that's it. We flick this light again and we can go off on our merry way and wait for you to get absolutely healed up. This is what they call, in the science world, a successful project. I think I heard a scientist say that once. So if you think about it, that's 2 floors done now out of 5. Very, very close to halfway of the whole villager tower being complete. We still need little connections up between them and that, but this project is coming along very, very nicely. But you might see there is now a new add-on over here, kind of wedged into this hill. This is Logical Geek Boy's version of a carrot and potato automatic farm thing. We've got a villager in the middle here that is very, very hungry. We've got a villager over here that has some crops, and the same over this side too. So if we give this guy some potatoes, he will plant them, he will harvest them himself, and try and throw those potatoes to this very hungry villager. But unfortunately, oh no, somebody put a hopper and a fence in the way, and they fall down into this hopper and get collected. And the same over here with carrots. Look how sad you look. Do you want some carrots? Okay, we need to give these guys some food. I removed my previous ones here, but we have all the crops still. So let's just grab a couple of stacks of potatoes, a couple of stacks of carrots. I think we can do this with beetroots too, but you know, beetroots, right? Who needs them? Not me, that's for sure. We'll just use these two for the time being. We will eventually want to pump all this stuff over. Hey, look, potatoes. Go crazy with it. Oh, you don't even want them. Okay, right, you did want them. Please start planting them before throwing them to this this fine hungry gentleman, if you wouldn't mind. Thank you very much. And then the carrot guy over here as well. Let's just block ourselves in. Here. Carrots. For you. They're nice and delicious. There you go. I knew you liked them. Oh, yeah, look, he's planting them over here as well. Excellent. So, before we know it, don't you throw those carrots, mister. I will be very, very mad. That's it. I might just have to stand here and give them a firm talking to if they're going to do anything weird. But yeah, very, very cool design. And hopefully we should be getting some automatic stuff without having to do any green-fingered, muddy-fingered related stuff ourselves. But that is what I call an episode. Thank you so very, very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, you can always leave a like, you can comment, you can subscribe. You can also thank these wonderful, wonderful people whose names are all over the screen right now, who helped you make episodes like this possible. These are my wonderful patrons, and I absolutely love each and every single one of them. Thank you so very much for watching, but until next time, a bye.